Okay then, so the first half of the first solo goes like this. Okay, so we start by playing the 7th fret of the G string to the 5th fret. I'm going to bend that note slightly high, so it's going to bend half a tone higher, so the same tone as at the 6th fret. And then we play the 7th fret of the D. Okay, we're then going to play the 7th fret, the 6th fret, and then the 5th fret, and bend that half a tone higher again. So this is all on the G string. And then hit the 7th fret of the D string 2 times. Same again here, we play the 7th fret on the G, 6, 5, bend it half a tone higher. Then we're going to bend the 8th fret of the B string up a whole tone. And then just the 8 on its own. So far we have okay, we're then going to get this. Okay, so for this we're going to start at the 9th fret on the G string, play 9, 8, 7, down to 5. And then when you get to that 5, again bend that note slightly high. Then going to have, again on the G string, 7 to 5. And then 7 to 5 on the D string. Then on the A string we're going to go 7, 6, 5, 3, pull it off to open, and then put the 3 back on. Okay, so that little section. Okay, we then have this. Okay, so for this we're going to pull off on the A string from 5 to 3 to open, and then put the 3 back on. We do that 3 times. We're then going to play 5, pull it off to open, 3, pull it off to open, and do that 4 times. So that'll give us. Okay, we're then going to have this. Okay, so for this we're going to hammer 6 to 7 on the A string, then play 5 on the D string, so that's the 6 to 7 notes on the A. We then go down to the D string, 5, 7, 5, and bend it high on the G string. Back to 7 on the D, 5 on the G, again bend it high, and then this time 7 on the A. Then going to go to 5 on the D, bend that high, and 7 on the D, 5 on the D, and then 7 on the A. So that whole section. slide that up, and then we're going to do another slide here from 9 to 11 on the A string. Then grab 9 on the D. They're going to bend the we're going to bend the 11th fret of the G string up a whole tone. Release it, pull off to 9, go pull off 11 to 9 again, all on the G, then 11 on the D, and then 9 on the G. Then going to bend the 12th fret of the B string up a whole tone, release it and rebend it. Release it down again, pull off to the 10th fret. Then pull off 11 to 10 on the B again. Strike 11 on the G string, and then 10 on the B again. And then finally 11 on the G one more time. And then I usually slide that away. Okay, so that gives you the first half of the first solo. So I'll just put all of that together for you. Okay, so for this next section then we're going to need a slide. I've got a light glass slide here, and the solo then goes like this. I'm not exactly an expert when it comes to slide guitar technique, but I'll just tell you what I know and what works for me, and hopefully you'll be able to figure it out from there. What I tend to do is place the slide just gently against the strings, keeping it very straight to the fret wire, because you're actually going to be playing over the fret wire, not behind the fret like you do if you're using your finger, but actually over the fret wire. I then tend to put my first finger resting against the strings behind the slide. I find that just helps to eliminate any unwanted noises or overtones or things like that. Okay, so that's basically how I'm doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and call out the fret names, and I'll actually show you with my first finger as well what I'm playing. So the first part of it then goes like this. Okay, so what I'm doing here then is I'm sliding from 12 to 14 on the D, playing 12 on the B, 14 on the B, then sliding 14 to 12 on the G, then 12 to 14 on the D, and then finally just hitting the 14th fret of the B string. So we're sort of outlining an A chord. Okay, the next part then is so for this I'm sliding all the way up to 17 on the B, then playing 17, 15 and 14 on the top E string, sliding back onto 17 on the B string, and then sliding into 14 on the B string twice. And then finishing off with 14 on the G string. Okay, you notice there as well that I'm cutting these notes off with my right hand. Okay, so far then we have this. Okay, we then get 2 more of these. We then get this. Okay, so for this, I'm sliding back from 14 to 12 on the B string, and then quickly sliding onto 14 on the G. Very difficult to do with your first finger. And then I have another. Okay, so let's put all of that together. Okay, we're then going to come up to the 7th fret of the D and the G strings, and then just slide onto the 9th fret. And we're going to do that again with a double strike this time. Then slide up onto the 12th fret. Then we're going to go from the 14th and slide away. Okay, so far we have okay, we're then going to slide onto the 17th fret, this time on the G and the B string. We're going to strike it 3 times. Okay, and that completes the slide section then. So what I'll do is I'll put all of that together for you now. Okay, also while we're down here, I've got rid of the slide now. When we play the 12 stabs on the A chord that you may remember from the first video, we've got this going on. Okay, so this is the 15th fret of the top E along with the 15th fret of the B string, and what you're going to do is strike both strings and then bend the B string up and down. Okay, the final outro solo then. It's very similar to the first half of the first solo, although it's buried a little bit deeper into the mix, which makes it a little bit more difficult to hear. And there's also a crossfade in the middle, which makes things a little bit trickier. But it sounds something like this. Okay, so we have the 7th fret of the G, then down to the 6th, the 5th, bend that half a tone higher, and then the 7th fret of the D 2 times, then repeat that, then we have this. Okay, so this is playing the 8th fret of the B string, then play it again, and this time we're going to pull off to 7 and then pull off again to 5. We then have 8 on the G string, 5 on the B. Okay, and then we do a similar kind of thing here on the G string now. We're going to play the 8th fret, and then we're going to play it again and pull off to 7 and then to 5 again. This time we go to the 7th on the D string, back to the 5th fret of the G. Okay, we then have, so we're going to pull off 7 to 5 on the D, play A, the 5th fret, the 7th fret of the A, hammer 5 to 7 on the D string. We then have 5 on the G, and then 7 on the D string. Okay. Do a little bit quicker. Okay, so the next thing we have then is this. Okay, so for this we're going to be using just upstrokes with the pick, and we're going to be playing the open A, 5th fret D, 5th fret G. Okay, do 2 upstrokes, then a third, and as you do the third, you're going to hammer the 3rd finger onto the 7th fret of the A string. And notice that as I play these upstrokes, I'm sort of cutting them off each time. Okay, so that's one of them. I think we do 4 or 5 in total. This is where the crossfade happens. So this section actually would continue, and then it's being faded out while another part of the solo is being faded in. But if you do sort of 4 or 5, that should get you to about where you need to be before the next part of the solo. So. Okay, and the next bit of the solo then, this is the bit that crossfades in, is a pre-bend on the 7th fret of the G, which you release, pull off, and do a little bit of a trill, pulling off to the 5th fret each time. Okay, after we do that, we're going to bend the 8th fret of the B string up a whole tone, release it, and then pull off to 5. So we then have this. Okay, so for this we're going to be on the G string first of all. We're going to pull off 8 to 7 to 5. We then put the 7th fret back on, then back to 5, then 7, 5 on the D, 7 on the A, and then 5 on the D again. Okay, so from the pre-bend part then, so. Okay, so here we're going to come down to the next part then, which is 7 on the A string, 6 on the A, 5, and then we're going to do this. A similar kind of idea to before, but done slightly differently. We're going to strike the 3rd fret of the A string 2 times, and then pull it off to open. Then we're going to pull off 5 to open on the A string as well. Okay, and that's done, I think, 3 times. Okay, and then we're going to have 3 to open, 5 to open. And again, I think that's done 3 times. So that'll be... Okay, so I'll play up to that part from the crossfade then. So. Okay, we then have this. Okay, so we've got 5 on the A string, 6, 7, 5 on the D, back to 7 on the A, 5 on the D again. Then we have 7 on the D, back to 5 on the D, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7 on the D, and then 5 on the G again. One more time. We then have a D chord. So for this we've got 5 on the A, 7 on the G, and 7 on the D. We just let that sustain. Then we're going to go to an A chord, so open A string, 2nd fret, D, 2nd fret, G. Let that sustain. Then strike that one more time and cut it off. Okay, so that is the outro solo then. So what I'll do is I'll just put all of that together slowly for you.